going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. I know it's late and I wasn't going to do a video today, but I wanted to come in here and I guess I kind of got bummed out a little bit. And I wanted to come in here and talk about it. So come on in. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Guava. Guava, everybody. Man, what's happening to this world, man? What's happening to this world? I want to Hello, everybody. How you doing? Q Dub, She Natural. But oh man, I'm not even gonna say your name today. G Cole, Sun Energy, uh, Owners Magazine. I'm gonna put it right there for a minute. Happy Mac, how you doing? C Cole, Second Floor Gardens. Talia, how you doing? Mary, how you doing? Thank you for that, Malachi. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. How you doing, Wilson? Hey, Matt. What is that? Marvell, how you doing? Elizabeth, how you doing? Robinson, Cheryl, Jacob's mom, Victoria Watson. Uh, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry, Miss V. Natalie, how you doing? Daisy, Miss Virtual Girl, how you doing? Linda, happy Saturday. Happy Sunday, rather. Happy Sunday. Sugar, how you doing? Hey, Tamaria. I don't know what that was. Hey, K-Mac. Polar Bear Cheryl. Growing with Hudson, how you doing? Brenda J. Growing with Hudson, I'm going to have to get to that one of those meetings with you. I saw that. It was beautiful. Tammy Dorsey. Dr. What is it? I'm sorry. Big Bad Bull. What's going on? Hey, listen. Let's get into it. Hey, Assy. She Natural Homestead now. Okay. I'm about to go home to my hometown. And I represent my hometown to the fullest. I do. I would never turn my back on my hometown, even though now I've been living in the South longer than I lived in the North. I wanna tell y'all something. It drives me crazy. Me and my son-in-law just had a long discussion because he's never been up north, and me and my daughter, his wife, have been trying to explain to him how things function in the north. So I got this report today, and shout out to OG Willie D. Y'all know the rapper Willie D from the Ghetto Boys. Shout out to OG Willie D, because he was the first one I heard say it, and then I had to go listen to it on all of the kind of news, world news networks, and I just got sick in the guts, man. I am literally about to go home. Thank you for that, Linda. Thank you for that. I'm literally about to go home. This thing ain't working. Okay. And I found out there. I don't even know if I can say it on YouTube. I'ma say it. There was a gunman that shot at a lot of people at a very, very, very prominent festival from my hometown. One of the festivals that we have in my hometown is called the Polish Festival. And one of the biggest festivals that we have in our hometown is called the Old West End Festival. The Old West End Festival was always a place growing up that my parents would take me, or I would go with my friends, and we could really just relax and let our hair down and just, you know, it ain't gonna be no fighting, ain't gonna be no trouble. Just it was a place where kids can go. Your parents didn't mind you going because they knew wasn't nothing crazy gonna happen at the Old West End Festival. They rather you go to the Old West End Festival or the Polish Festival. They rather you go there. They rather what time is it? They rather you go there than a amusement park. So look, here's I didn't know what time it was. Damn, I didn't know it was this late. I'm gonna make this quick. My hometown got shot up right when I'm about to be there to go to the festival. Some of my family members were at the festival and they saw the shooting. And I was trying to explain, we've been trying to explain to my son-in-law how things work in certain places where we from. And he, for the life of him, he can't figure it out, and it don't make no sense to him. Right. And it don't make no sense to us either. So after I heard Willie D, I sat there and we called around, make sure all the family is okay and safe and everything. And I'm not done calling family. I can't get in touch with everybody. Okay, so the deal was, I was trying to tell my son-in-law that I know what happened, because he was like, anybody will shoot you. He was saying, all these little young bucks will shoot at you. It don't matter no more. And I was trying to tell him when I was growing up, and I want to share this with y'all too. I was trying to tell him, yo, when I was growing up, there was lines you didn't cross. You didn't mess with women and children. Number one, women and children you didn't mess with. Number two, there was a status almost where this is where the lines got blurred. This is where the line got crossed. And I seen it happen when I was growing up. The lines got crossed because if you remember, that's okay. I mean, if you remember in the 80s and the very, very, very early 90s, because the early 90s is when it started happening, there was a line not to be crossed. In the 70s, in the 80s, before let's just say all of the 80s and the 70s and beyond, there was one thing that lines didn't cross. Grown folks stayed in grown folks clubs. Grown folks sat around and talked with grown folks. Young folks went to young folks clubs. Young folks sat around and talked to young folks. And I'm going to tell you why that makes a difference. Because people were having children so young in my era that they really didn't feel like they had a childhood. Now, this is my theory, okay? They felt like they didn't have a childhood. So after their children got old enough to kind of take care of themselves and handle themselves, that parent, that mother or that father or whatever would do this. They would start going to the clubs with their kids. So there was the line got blurred because it was no more club for just adults, and there was no more clubs just for the young adults or the teenagers, because it was all separated. In the early 90s, it all start merging together, where you got mamas in the club with daughters, in the club with granddaughters, and you didn't know what was. It was a weird feeling. You go to the club and you don't know, you might be trying to holler at a child, this young girl with all this makeup on or whatever, you don't even know. And then the ladies are trying to holler at these young little high school boys or whatever, they don't even know. Some kind of way in that era, when the lines got blurred and they started, grown folks starting to hang with children, children starting to hang with grown folks, young adults starting to hang with children and grown folks, the lines got blurred. And I'm gonna tell you where it went. There were no more OGs. See, when I was growing up, I'm not saying my hometown was always all beautiful and peaches and creams. It wasn't. But there was a respect level. There was things you didn't do. There was lines you didn't cross. You didn't mess with women and children. And you respected an OG even if you don't like it. I've seen people about to get their soul snatched. And if somebody didn't yell out, no, 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 that's Mr. Such and Such man around the corner, man. No, man. You can't rob him. Huh? Man, that's Mr. That's Mr. What's the name? You can't do nothing with him, right? And it was like, oh, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. You gave mad respect to that OG, whether you liked him or not. He when he had this on him, you don't mess with him. The only thing you do with an OG is you go get some knowledge from him. You go ask him for a couple dollars. You go ask him for some knowledge. You go ask him for some wisdom. You didn't stick no Glockalina in his doggone rib cage. And somewhere in that era, when drugs hit the market, crack hit, that was another way to drop the status quo and drop and help blur the lines with the drugs, right? The drug epidemic. And then you turn around, man, and here we are today. So I tell my son-in-law, I said, listen, we going home, and that make me nervous. He said, what you nervous for? You an OG. I said, that don't work no more. That's erased. These young fools, these young bucks, all they know how to do is squeeze, man. All they know how to do is squeeze. They don't even fight no more. They know how to squeeze. I said, this don't mean nothing no more. The knowledge I got up in my brains don't mean nothing no more to these young bucks, man. This knowledge I got up here in my brain that I can share with them to make them come up, get them some money, they'll spill all of this wisdom and knowledge out on the street just to take my wallet, or because I stepped on somebody's shoe by accident. You know what I'm saying? All of this I could have gave them. They would rather spill this out on the sidewalk because I stepped on your shoe. Whether it's on purpose or by accident, you would rather pull out the Catalina and spill my thought patterns all over this doggone sidewalk like a kid playing hopscotch over something that means nothing. Your shoes mean nothing. You take a life for nothing. And cause you mad at another kid or mad at somebody else, you all of a sudden it's a good idea to take their life because you don't like them. You don't like them, so take their life. Come on, man. But again, how did we get here? Because it was a lot of grown folks in the club trying to relive their childhood that they felt that they missed because they had children so young that now they're in the same club partying and in the same places having fun with their daughter and their granddaughter, or their son and their grandson. It got to a point. Think with this with me. There was a time, listen, true story. Now, we always look younger than what we really is, right? There was a time you couldn't tell and it's still this way. Listen, it's still this way. You couldn't tell the grandmama from the daughter to the granddaughter. You couldn't tell. And it's still that way to this very day. But in the days of respect and honor, there was one way that you can tell that this is somebody's daughter, this is somebody's mother, and this is somebody's grandmother. You want to know how it was? You want to know how you told? Because your face ain't giving it. Your face ain't telling you that you 50-something years old, 60-something years old. Your face ain't showing it. Your body ain't showing it. I'm going to tell you what showed it. Your clothing. One of the only ways that you can tell that a mother from a daughter to a granddaughter back then in the 80s and in the 70s was the way they dressed, man. Little girls dressed like little girls. Young ladies dressed like young ladies. Teenagers dressed like teenagers. Adults dressed like adults. Elders dressed like elders. And then it was the way you carried yourself. It was the things that you said, the way you spoke, the way you carried yourself. And I'm talking about, this is men and women. Men dressed a certain way. Young men dressed a certain way. Teenagers dressed a certain way, and little boys dressed a certain way. and everybody knew their place. They knew how to navigate. I ain't gonna say you knew your place because that's not right to say. Everybody knew how to navigate and see who do I just on site, who do I give honors to? Who do I give respect to right out the gate? Right out the gate, I can tell this an OG the way he dressed. He got on the gaiters, he got on the suit and tie, and it's only like a Friday. I can see I need to come up to him and give him and call him sir. Hey, how you doing, sir? Now, if I come into the place and I see this kid with some damn hammer pants on and a satin shirt with a high top fade or a Gumby, what's up, homie? That's my homie. Me and him the same age. And then if I came in and seen a little kid and he got on some little Buster Browns and he got a little collar on with a little striped shirt and his pants is pulled all the way up past his butt crack, little boy, what's up, little bruh? What's up, little cuz? The lines was easy to try to figure out. And they were so easy to figure out, it would take a second. All you gotta do is just sit and wait for a minute, wait for somebody to move or wait for somebody to talk, and then you can gauge them. But now everybody is dressed like either gangsters or whores. You don't know the grandmama from the daughter from the granddaughter. You don't know the granddaddy from the daddy to the son because everybody is wearing Jordans, sweatpants, man bag for some reason, and a tiny little shirt, and his hat cocked to the side. Ladies ain't wearing nothing unless your ass and titties is falling out. You got more material on your purse than you got on your body. And the lines is blurred. So the reason why we have everybody is trying to figure out why we having all these shootings. Why is everything so disrespectful? Why is it so much dishonor? Why? And they say, how can we put this back on track? How can we get this back together? Should we make new laws? Should we make new this? No, you don't. You don't got to do any of that. The way to get it all back in order is easy. We have to find ourselves and figure out who the hell we are again. And you know what? We got to make it cool to be old again. See, there was a time where you was one of the highest respected with this beard. I've been trying to get this beard for 50 years. And when I finally got it and it's all pure white, is the time where this is invalid. See, this was your gold membership card into the hood anywhere. This shows you. This showed you. Say sir to him, respect him, give love to him, unless he show you different. It's an honor to me to get older. I'm not one of them dudes that wanna keep on pretending I'm 25, I'm 35, I'm too. No, I'm 53. I'm a proud 53. And I pray to God that I can get another 53 in there. And I don't care if I'm pooping my pantaloons. I'm proud that I made it this far. Especially coming from my hometown. The way we get this back on track is play your position and be proud of it. Stop trying to be something that you ain't. You're not 17 years old, ladies and gentlemen. You're 50 something. You're 60 something. You're 70 something. You're 80 something. Be that. Young ladies, stop trying to act like you grown and you know everything. You only 20 years old. Be 20 years old. Because you know what? If you're 20 years old and you don't know everything, you one of the smart ones. Because that means you ain't trying to consume all silly information that's coming into you. So as you are 20 years old and you're still inquisitive walking through this life, man, that shows you are intelligent. You ain't supposed to know everything. I'm 53 years old now and I still don't know half of nothing. That's okay. Because I'm still learning. The way to get this back on track and put people back in the driver's seat of their own damn age is start acting your age. There's nothing wrong with it. Listen, if you 60, 70 years old and you got a body better than a 20-year-old, but if you got a 24-year-old body, you know you 74. That don't mean you need to be going down and mess with them little boys. You mess their head up. Y'all already know how young men are already. You mess a young man head up. Cause you're gonna do stuff to him. You're gonna do stuff to him and he ain't gonna understand it. And he ain't gonna be around his own age group no more. So you can't be doing that. Okay. I just wanted to come on here and say that real quick. I could go on all day, but I'm not. Y'all OGs, y'all ladies, take it easy on these young men, man. Let them go find a young lady. Let and then sugar daddies, leave these little girls alone, man. That's how a lot of people getting caught up right now. These sugar daddies mess with these young little girls, and they done told them they 24 and they only like 17, 18. If you don't want to get caught up into that mess, man, just look. Hey, wait. Go mess with ladies as soon as they get this little gray patch or that little cute little gray streak right here. You that's a safety zone right there. That's a safety tab, son. That little gray hair, safety tab. If you keep getting these little girls, the little baby hairs to do this, little baby hairs. Let me tell you something about that. Now, and I don't mean no disrespect. Baby hairs used to be for babies. Baby hairs used to be for babies and Michael Jackson. Baby hairs used to be for babies, infants, little girls, Michael Jackson and Prince. That was it. Couldn't nobody else do that. Nobody else could get baby hairs except for infants, babies, Michael Jackson and Prince. That was it. If you walk around here and you 50, 60, 70 years old with baby hairs, what are we doing? Why are you 50, 60, 70 years old, your hat cocked to the side like you really throwing up your set? You got rheumatoid arthritis. You can't even throw your set up right. You will throw up your fingers don't bend the same way they used to. You got your hat cocked like you claiming some set, and your fingers don't even bend the way you used to. So you will end up throwing up the wrong set and gets glock out. Man, what's wrong? Look, you know what? I was just telling my daughter today. I said, you know what? What I said, you know, I'm not gonna get in no fight with nobody. I'm too, I done got. I'm in the mode of acceptance. I'm in the mode of acceptance. You understand me? I accept my age. I accept what my body can and cannot do anymore. Like I told her, even if I wanted to fight somebody, even if I was ready to fight, he would if I was ready to get in a fight, the dude would think I had superpowers. What's that one cartoon, Dragon Ball Z? They would think I was Dragon Ball Z because it'd take me a minute to even ball my fist up. I would be like he would think that I'm stirring up some kind of generating some forces of, to because I'm about to throw some kind of Dragon Ball at him. No, I'm doing this. I'm growling because I'm trying to close my fist all the way because my fingers be so tight and that rheumatoid arthritis get in there. You can't close them boys the way you used to. So even if now I done got them down, I need me some duct tape so I can tape around the fingertips so they can stay down. I'm proud of that. I'm proud because what that did just made me have to think, do I really want to do this? And if I did throw a blow at you, I might break at least 3 fingers. I might break at least 3 of them. At least the little hairline fractures in these boys. You know what I'm saying? So that boy be like, man, he about to kill me. No, I'm not. I'm just I'm just getting warmed up. Man, that's why it was old folks clubs, it was young adult clubs, and it was teenager clubs, and the kids stayed at daycare. Because you know what, old folks, you know why it wasn't no fights in old folks? It was a lot of cussing, it was a lot of fussing, it was a lot of chair turning over and table turning over in the old folks club. Man, you done mess around and got me hot. Did you hear that gangster fighting words in the old folks club? You down at the post for veterans trying to get you a drink. Man, you come in here, man. This my old lady you trying to talk to, man. You done mess around and got me hot. Now, see, if I wasn't so clean tonight, boy, you see that hand? You see that hand? If I wasn't so clean, man, I'd take you right outside, bro. I would take you outside, and I would take this hand and smack the boy. Let me go buy me a drink. Say, come on, Jimmy, man, leave him alone. Yeah, you better leave me alone. He better. I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm gonna leave him alone because he don't want none of this hand. It'll take me about 15, 20 minutes to close it, to punch him in the mouth. Boy, you done mess around and got me hot. And you be sitting there drinking his drink. You see what that fool walk over here try talking to my old lady. Man, he mess around got me hot. Over there, you better stay over there. That was an old club. You never seen no blood on the sidewalk in front of an old club. Never. You heard a lot of yelling. Stop it, Jimmy. Billy, stop it. Now come on back in here, Billy. Look, come on, Billy. Now don't do this tonight, baby. You said we was gonna have a good night. You said we was gonna have a good night. Come on in here, get a drink. Come on, baby. Baby, you better be glad you here, cause he done messed around and got me hot. You better be glad my old lady here. She pulled me off you. You better be thanking her. You better pray to God, then you pray to my old lady tonight because she saved your ass tonight. Mess around, food done got me hot. Baby, leave me alone now. Leave me alone. It done got me hot. Don't keep on rubbing on me. And she rubbed, come on now, bitch. Don't keep on rubbing on me now. You know what that's gonna do? We're gonna have to leave. Oh, you wanna leave, huh? Yeah? Okay. Cause he done got me hot, you know. He done messed me up. I'm pissed off, you know. Okay, we go ahead and leave. Hey, bartender, here's a tab. We gonna get up and we gonna go. She done rubbed on my head. Okay, we gonna go. That's the old OG club. Ain't no fighting. You might get up and knock the table over like a silverback ape because you trying to because you trying to make yourself seem bigger and better than what you ain't. And the other old dude never even got up from the table. He just looking at you. Yeah, I hear you talking. You keep on talking. Keep it up. The other dude ain't never even got up from the table. Keep talking. Keep talking, Billy. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you, fool. Okay, whenever you ready, I'm ready. Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, whatever you say, however you want to do it. He's still drinking. He ain't got up and he ain't broke a sweat. But the young clubs, they will be fighting out front. And then some OG will be walking down the sidewalk and break them up before it got worse. Like, hey, come on now, come on now, come on now, come on now. Come on now, boy. Come on. That bullshit. What y'all doing, man? What y'all fighting out here? Man, he took my parking spot. Man, you about to lose your soul over a parking spot? Man, take your punk ass home. You too. Y'all got to be out here kidding me, talking about y'all about to fight over a damn punk. And you about to fight over a little girl? You about to fight over this little girl? Man, this little girl ain't supposed to be here nowhere. Hey, look, I'm going to tell your mama, I'm going to tell your mama, and I'm going to kick your ass. Both of y'all going to the house. That bullshit. OGs. If you don't got no OGs, the rest of the world falls apart. There is no more railings for the young adults, or there, and worst of all, there is no more patterns to follow. Like, ain't no more OGs because all the OGs in the club with the young ass kids trying to act like they young kids. They in there throwing up sets and rapping. You know, they in the club trying to remember the words from Thuggish Ruggish Bone. It's the Thuggish Ruggish Bone. Yeah, I know that's my jam. It's the Thuggish Ruggish Bone. Ooh, it's the Thuggish Ruggish Bone. Ooh, I can sing it. Yeah, I was playing that in the record player in the car. The lines is blurred. Lines is blurred. And until we start being respectable and honorable and feeling like, man, getting old is an honor, it's a pleasure, we ain't gonna never have them OGs back, because the OGs is the actual ones. The older ladies and the older men are the ones that keep everything else in tune. The young adults. Because the young adults, once you teach the young adults and the young adults want to be like you, the young adults start reaching back to the teenagers, and they start helping guide the teenagers, and the teenagers guide the children. And the OGs is taking care of everybody. And that's what it is. And without that, sad, man. Sad state of affairs. So I'm about to go and see my family and just guard my grill, man. And people be wondering, like, hey, man, when you out, why don't you be saying nothing to people? Because, man, you be nervous, man. You be nervous, man, talking to people when I go back home. I don't know whether you friend or foe. Friend, family friend or foe. You don't know who you dealing with no more. I just wanted to come in here, man, and tell everybody, look, man, cut it out, man. And when I say the title of this video is nothing wrong with division. I know a lot of people thought they was gonna come in here and I was gonna be talking about a race divide or something. It's not about race. What I'm talking about. When I say division ain't so bad after all, because ain't nothing wrong with dividing yourself. OGs, divide yourself from these young folks, divide themselves from these teenagers, divide themselves from these children. And then you won't have to be in court talk about some. She said she was 18 years old. What? How many years you talking about giving me? 50. You trying to put me in jail for 50 years? She said she was 18. You ain't gotta be in court mumbling. You thought she was 18 because she said she was 18. She's a child. She's a goof. She said she's 18 years old. She look 18. And you in here doing the R. Kelly. So how young exactly are we talking about? You in court doing that dumb shit. And if you would have went to an old club, an old bar, you wouldn't have ran into this little girl. You would have been there with that old lady keep looking at you. Come here, you want me to buy you a drink? Come on, Billy, stop acting that way. You know I love you. You know, in the OG clubs, the ladies, man, come on. You know you ain't got to work for all this. Yeah, I've been saving this for you, boy. I've been saving all that for you. Billy, all you gotta do is say yes, Billy. Where you wanna go? All you gotta do is say yes. Shit. You want me to buy you a drink? What, you get a little nervous? I scare you, Billy? I scare you? Shit. You should be scared, Billy. hmm hmm Yeah. I saw you with that little girl last week. I saw you with that little girl last. She ain't got nothing on, on this Billy. Old Billy be in the club. Girl, you better go on somewhere now. You better go on somewhere now. You know I got that Lincoln Continental out there, boy. You know the seat is like a movie theater. That back seat is like an AMC theaters. You better leave me alone. I'm telling you, Brenda, you better go on somewhere with that bullshit. Now you gonna mess around and catch the cobra. No, and I ain't talking about the beer. You gonna mess around and catch this cobra. Keep playing games with me, Brenda. Yeah. All right. Hey, drink it. Finish drinking that liquor. We gonna see if you still talking that garbage. But you know you safe if you mess around and go home with her. Police ain't coming to get you on no island tip. You know what I'm talking about? No. You wake up to some breakfast, some eggs, some toast, or she might done did you so good your ass wake up making her breakfast in her own house. You in there with a old towel on with flowers on it, singing like ooh all night, make me feel good. I wanna love you. I wanna sex you up. Hey, Brenda. Hey, where your eggs at? Yeah, I'm in here making you some eggs, girl. Scramble. You like them scrambled? You like them fried? Well, how you like your eggs? I wanna say. How you want 'em? You want some toast? Shit, I thought I'd just get on up. I feel so good this morning. My joints don't hurt. I can close my fingertips and everything. You saved me last night, cause boy, that boy made me hot. I was going, girl, you saved him and me. You want some grits? You got some butter? Shh. Say no more. Say no more. But that's how it used to be. She done put it on old Billy so good, he in her house making her breakfast, and he don't even know where nothing is. He in there going through every drawer. Hey, where your butter knives at? Hey, Brenda, where your butter knives at? Shit, I'm about to spread this butter on your toast like I did last night. You know? I told you stop talking to me like that, didn't I? Didn't I tell you? I told you that. I wanna turn you up. I miss those days, man. I miss seeing older folks dance together in their era style. Now you see older folks dancing and they doing TikTok dances and shit and you dude, I don't want to see no 70 something year old, 60, 50-year old doing no tic tac dance. Man, I would go back and slow grind with somebody, slow dance, slow drag with them. Why come the music is always so fast? You notice something now? At any function you go to besides a wedding and the groom and the wife is dancing, you don't hear slow music no more. If this world were mine, I will lay at your feet all that I own. You've been so good to me. You won't hear that. Look, it'll be like this. As soon as you hear that, if this world were mine. Oh, let everybody do this. Oh, come on, Billy. Listen, come on, Brenda. Let's dance. Come on, dance with me. Come on, girl, dance with me. Shit, come on now, dance with me. I will lay at your feet, and you start singing to her. All that I own. You've been so good to me. Shit. And then she said, if this world were mine. Yeah. Hell yeah, I get the world. They don't, everything now, all music, even they slow music, got this tempo and this beat. You can't slow grind to that. They starting to put Luther Vandross in party mixes. If this world were mine, I would lay at your feet. All that I own, been so good to me. What? Fuck? That don't belong there. That does not belong in that beat. Why is you trying to mix Juvenile, back that thing up, with Luther Vandross, if this world were mine? What? Luther Vandross does not need a Hot Boys beat. He does not need Manny Fresh. Do you understand me? Luther Vandross does not need Manny Fresh. Manny Fresh, much respect, but bruh, you feel me. You can't hear Luther coming on fresh. Yeah, Luther Vandross auto-tuned. Auto-tuned Luther Vandross. We, we we gotta get back to that, man. That's the only way we gonna fix these blurred lines and separate ourselves and divide ourselves from the elders, the adults, the young folk, the teenagers, and the children. We all can't be in the same room. And look, peep gang, when folk came to your house to visit, when people came to your house to visit, all your kids go in the back room. All y'all young adults and teenagers go outside. Tell me I'm lying when I ain't. In my day, if you going over anybody's house with your parents, all your kids go in the back room or go in the backyard and play. All of y'all. You don't know none of these kids. So go meet them. But you bet not come in here while we in here sipping on these Little King beers. You better not come in here. Don't come and ask to pee or nothing. You was a little kid, you playing in the backyard, and like, I really gotta pee. The other kids like, don't go in the house. You gotta pee? Go behind that tree right there. Go behind that garage. If you gotta pee, y'all go behind that garage. Everybody did pee behind the garage. Girls, boys, behind the garage. Don't go back in the house. Teenagers didn't really like each other. By the time the teenagers left these people's house, they done got a new boyfriend, new girlfriend. And all the grown folks in there laughing and joking, and you might hear old Billy, you might hear Brenda. But you can see they silhouette in the curtain slow dance to some damn whispers or something. Until we fix that line, y'all think gun control is about the guns. It's not. It's about discipline. Listen to me. Everybody want to change the laws about gun violence and city violence and what's going on. It ain't about that. You don't gotta do nothing but unblur the lines, man. Elders start acting like elders and teaching the adults. The adults start acting like adults and teaching the young folk. Young folk start teaching the teenagers. So on and so forth, man. We don't need the government on our business. And see, when you start voting on laws, when you start going down there and voting on laws to restrict us from our natural way of handling situations, you just gave the government control over how we function. You don't need to do that. All you got to do is play your role and put yourself back in the position that you're supposed to be in as an elder, as an adult, as a young folk, as a teenager, and as a child. Don't treat the children like grown folk. Don't have children doing grown folk stuff. Don't have teenagers doing young folk stuff. And old folks don't be doing childish shit. And until we can figure that out, we're going to have a problem in these streets with all kind of violence and dishonor, disrespect, and undisciplined folks. That's my take on it. And like I said, it's just a theory. All right. So I'm going to leave that alone. And if you agree with me, go ahead, put some comments in the comments and let me know how you feel about everything I just said. I hope everybody in Toledo, Ohio is okay. I rep my city to the fullest. I love them. And I'm tired of seeing this kind of stuff happen, man. But until we reel this back in and put ourselves back the way we supposed to be, we were like the military. You got generals, you got sergeants, you got foot soldiers, and that ain't what we are anymore. We just all want to be the boss. We all want to be the general. We all want to be on the front line. We all want the lines is blurred. And even in the military, if you start blurring the line and you fall out of rank and you don't know the rank, you ain't gonna win. You can't win a battle if you don't know who you need to go to pull rank. What rank do you, who you need to, who is your superior? Who do you talk to? Who do you go to when you got a problem? You can't go to your mama if she in the club with you doing the same stupid shit you doing. If your mama in the club doing the same stupid stuff you doing, who's supposed to tell you this ain't right? Or maybe we should call it a night. If your mama in the club doing the same goofy stuff you doing, if your mama is in here dressed like she's for sale, who's there to tell this young girl that you shouldn't be dressing like you for sale? Because she looks up to her mama and she think if her mama doing it, this is great. And then she think this the only way you can get a man is you gotta take all your clothes off and just put on them nipple band-aids. Let me shut up. Cause I'm sounding like the man down the street say, "Hey, get off my lawn." You know what? I respect that man. We used to have this man in our neighborhood, man. His name was Ronnie Carter. And he was like the dude on Friday that said, "Stop stepping on my lawn." He was that dude for real. Like, I think that's where they got the character from. The dude on Friday that kept telling Craig and them to stop stepping in his grass and stuff. We used to think that dude was corny as hell. And now I'm that dude. If you come back across my lawn, I'm gonna tell your mom. Hmm? You want me to go down there and talk to your mom? You don't want me to go down and talk to your mom, because I will, you know. Don't make me do it. You know what happened last time I went and talked to your mom. That's right, she tore you up right there in front of me. I'm gonna stand there and watch her tear you up again. Yeah. So, man, be proud of who we are. There's nothing wrong with this kind of division. We all keep talking about something. We need to unite. We need to unite and we'll become stronger. Not always. Not always. Sometimes we have to divide ourselves and pull rank again to unify. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want you to get this misconstrued and don't understand what I'm telling you. Sometimes we have to divide and separate ourselves. You don't want to be, we're united, but this group of goofballs gonna get everybody knocked off. No, divide yourself from them. Separate yourself from them. Come away from them. Just because we look the same don't mean we all need to be like this. No, it's rank our elders, our adults, young folks, teenagers, children. It ain't supposed to be all mixed together like that, man, because the lines get blurred and dumb stuff start to happen and people get hurt. With that being said, everybody enjoy your Sunday. Think about what I said. Live Farmer 73. Stay safe. Stay sane. I love you, and I'm out. Peace.